he set himself was China's cultural revival.
Well, I think Kangxi, as a Manchu emperor, knew very well that he couldn't actually cope with the whole of China that he had conquered and which he was going to rule without the Chinese help. So he mounted a charm offensive to a lot of the intellectuals who were loyal to the previous dynasty. He worked hard by getting these people to get involved in the editing of so much of Chinese works, like this one, which is the Quan Tang Shi, the Complete Tang Poems. And my goodness me, you can see there is quite a lot.
How many poems do we know?
48,000 plus.
48,000 plus. Yeah.
So it's quite a project.
100 woodblock carvers were employed under the supervision of a servant, Cao Yin, who was Han Chinese, not Manchu, and a boyhood friend of the emperor.
Cao Yin was, in theory, a bondservant or a slave of the Manchus. His family had been captured by the Manchus before they actually took over the rule of the whole of the Chinese empire. And as a slave person, he remained very close to the emperor in his household. And not only that, actually Cao Yin's mother was made one of the nurses for the Kangxi emperor. And they also say, though it's not proven, that Cao Yin may have been one of the people who was a sort of reader companion to the emperor when he was a small boy. This sort of very close bond between them went on. And apart from making him the titular head of this project, because he was Chinese, he also made him a kind of spy and to make private reports to the imperial palace alone on what he saw in the course of his duties.
So the bondsman, Cao Yin, oversaw the huge printing job. The collating, cutting, binding, and sewing. He published the Complete Tang Poems in 1708, and on the frontispiece was a kind gesture by the emperor to the boy he'd grown up with. His name on the front page. Cao Yin wrote back, "Who am I that I should be on this list of names? I do not know what happiness can ever compare with this."